We talked about the need for a strategic revenue engine map in the last video and the importance to use it to create resiliency into your revenue engine. We talked about its key components as the customer circumstance, the buyer journey, and having a consultative approach to selling and sales awareness across the teams. So let's address these in more detail so you can execute them within your organization. Customer circumstance. The customer circumstance is the missing link between the first step of marketing and sales to coordinate together and impacts your cost of sale. That's because it's the customer circumstance that is at the heart of why prospective buyers take action to purchase. Understanding that is the most important thing people miss, and ultimately it's what brings your unique value to your customers. By keeping the customer circumstance approach front and center of your decisions enables you to refine or redevelop your value proposition effectively and target messaging that's personal and creates a powerful connection to your target buyers. This is a must-do to inject resilience into your marketing and set the foundation for a different type of conversation with a potential customer. This customer circumstance approach enables you to respond and adapt more quickly to the changes in your particular market, so you can quickly test your messaging and align resources to what will work best for your specific target customers. You're probably thinking, so what? Like, how different is this to maybe just an ordinary customer-focused approach? Maybe you have marketing personas already, which are great from an awareness standpoint for marketing and to educate the sales team, but they do not address the question of why a customer takes action to purchase. That's the key part. And to create resiliency, you need to add that answer to the question every level throughout your organization. Successful large and small organizations' marketing department leverage this customer circumstance technique to understand and align with their buyers. Here's an example of how organizations are doing it successfully to build their market share. I picked this example as it's something that all of us can understand. Many of you may be parents, and as such, you make packed lunches for your young children to take to school. Your job, from the jobs to be done, is not that you're maybe a VP of finance, but your job, if you will, is that you need to make healthy lunches for your children. This is just one of your circumstances, your personal circumstances, the situations that you must address for the week, and that you want to make healthy packed lunches for your children daily. So knowing this circumstance, CPG organizations market to us and tailor their message for our feeling of responsibility for making those packed lunches, and that we want them to be healthy, that we know our kids don't always want healthy options. So they talk to us knowing that as parents, we have to get creative, otherwise our kids won't eat it. You'll therefore see food and drink organizations market combinations of their products to us in a way that appeals to our circumstance when we go food shopping. You don't just see an ad for a soft drink alone. You see that product mixed with other products that that company sells as an example and positioned in a situation you can relate to, and here our mindset of having to make packed lunches. There are more experiences to marketing than just that, of course, and you see them in the store all the time. So the store also has an effect on addressing our circumstance of making packed lunches. The customer circumstance is not just creating an experience for your customer though, it's about aligning with their emotional needs that drive that behavior. In business terms, say, when you're selling a finance-based product to the office of the CFO, that, say, is your target buyer. Let's say that your value proposition is in closing the books faster. The difference between making that sale and not doing so is understanding what circumstance that CFO is in and why they're going to take action. It won't be a priority for every CFO to take action on that, even though in your personas you know that one of the responsibilities of the office of every CFO is closing the books efficiently and accurately. Not having to restate revenues or misinterpreting investment figures have in the past led to huge fines and even jail time for CFOs, but closing the books faster isn't getting to any CFO's underlying emotional need. You're going to find that some CFOs may feel they've addressed this already as an issue. Others don't see it as a high priority to address at this point in time. It's your ability to drill down on the real circumstance of your customers that will lead you to refocus those efforts and then enable you to sell more. So now you have a new perspective. We have to share that across the whole organization for you to make the changes needed to move effectively through that inflection point in your business and get back on track to scalable, predictable revenue growth. We uniquely do this by setting your customer circumstances along your buyer journey to prioritize the efforts that you're going to make. This forms the basic for your strategic revenue engine map. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more, contact us at therevenge.com. We look forward to being able to help you add resiliency into your revenue engine from lead to renewal. And now on to the next part of the detail for your revenue engine resiliency.